Roll call. Rick McComb, present. George Merrill,
Present.
Ron Inkling,
Present.
Tricia Raincourt,
Present.
Laura Clifford.
Present.
Gender adjustments. Ceremonial. Public hearing.
Oh my gosh, I grabbed it.
Department head reports. Fire.
Thank you. Fire. I got them all.
Yep.
Yep. All right, you want me to read fire?
Sure.
Present. Thank you. To the select board, the month of August has been a busy month for Sabattis Fire Rescue Department. We have faced numerous challenges yet made significant forward progress in our overall mission. Back in July, we had one of our full-time firefighters step back to per diem to take full-time officer role in another department. While we did not want to lose such a great member, it is both humbling and honored to know that someone we trained has evaluated themselves to this level within the fire service. This also allowed us to exercise our new hire process, which involves an in-house physical agility test that we have worked closely with our department medical director to create and monitor, which saves money by reducing the cost paid to Concentra for these services. Panel interviews, chief's new interview, and mandatory firefighters medical physical. This process ensures that we get the best possible candidate to serve the citizens of the town of Sabattis while reducing cost. As of August 14th, we hired Ryan Stevens as a full-time firefighter and EMT. Ryan is fully qualified and licensed for the position and brings wealth of experience with him as a senior officer in another department. At the end of July, we experienced an outside fire at the central station, which damaged the vinyl siding and office window by the flagpole. Thankfully, there was no extension into the building itself. No members were harmed. Where am I at? Sorry.
Exhaustive.
You can say
An investigation, I'm just going to, from the chief backer and Maine Forest Service Ranger, Jeremiah Bruch, found that the fire was caused by a stray amber from the crew's burning weeds the day prior, and there were no malicious intent behind the fire. All of the remaining trees and bushes have been removed from around the building, and plan is to redo this area in the spring of 2026 with both non-combustible low fire hazard material. During August, we completed many preventative maintenance services on our apparatus, including undercoating for winter, annual prevention maintenance checks, PMs, as well as annual hose and ladder testing as required by BLS, Bureau of Labor Standards, and NFPA, National Fire Protection Agency. We incurred significant repairs to our engine 2022 HME pumper. This has been fixed and is back in service. This is the same truck that we have been having many issues with, and our mechanic is telling us that within the next year or two, we need to be looking to replace it. Throughout August, we have conducted 3 health inspections on chimneys, inspections for insurance in conjunction with the CEO, as well as 3 business pre-planned during August. We ran a total of 56 calls for service, with 40 of these being medical calls, 2 motor vehicle crashes, 1 mutual aid building fire, and 3 outside fires. Respectfully submitted, H. Adam Thacker, Fire Chief.
Oh, sorry.
Nope, this is actually. Are we just doing all of them in a row? Okay.
Do you want me to do one?
I'm just gonna do this one. Thank you, ma'am. Transfer station. 4 recycle cans hauled,
Yeah, that's all right, let it go.
11 demo cans hauled, 5 trash can hauled. Grimmel's hauled 3 cans of metal. Is that 5 supposed to be like number 5 or 5? Yeah, okay. Copy of hauling fee slips. Oh, yeah. And then it's attached. Yeah. Do we want those read out? Do we?
No.
No?
I wouldn't bother.
Okay.
We could always post these
Yeah,
on our page.
Mhm.
That way people could see the information.
Yeah.
yes, that sounds great. Oh, and then I'll do Public Works. Sorry, I didn't realize those were here. Sabatis Public Work monthly statement. In the month of August, the Public Works has changed 3 cross culverts on Furbish Road, changed 6 cross culverts on Fisher Farm Road, totaling 400 feet of cross culvert. We have paved back 6 cross culverts and on Southern Pond Road and 8 culverts on Furbish Road. Southern Pond Road is ready for paving. Furbish Road has 2 more culverts for us to pave, and then it's ready for paving. Fisher Farm Road has 8 culverts to pave, and then that is ready for paving. Continue with small jobs of trash runs, mowing, sign replacements as needed. Is that like road signs and stuff? Yeah, perfect.
I am excited for the culverts to be done, so I don't have to keep posting on the website.
Well, there shouldn't be any more because they did all the cross ones. They didn't want to have to shut roads down for buses.
Yeah.
So they got those done before
Awesome.
school, so you shouldn't have any more. Yeah.
You want me to read the police department?
Yep.
Sure.
The following is the list of some of the matters the police department responded to. We checked the speed trailer out and found it in working order and placed it out around town in different areas. We checked out the speed limit control device located on Lisbon Road and found it needed 2 new batteries, which have been ordered, and we're waiting for their arrival. We're trying to get parking tickets so we can disperse accordingly, and we're waiting for the different violation fees from the Board of Select Persons. We're working on getting an agreement to get Chief McGee of the Lisbon Police Department to sign our concealed weapons permits as per the Attorney General's office. The written agreement is now in the competent hands of the MMA. Our new hire, Nathan Boucher, started with us on August 25th. Nate has fulfilled quite a lot of the preliminary academy requests to become fully time certified police officer. Comes to us only needing the 80 hours of field training. I think Nate will make an excellent dedicated police officer for the town of Sabatis. Nate has a wife and 2 children that support him 100% in his quest. I have sent an invoice to the Androscoggin County Sheriff's Department for reimbursement of $37,619 for when we lost these services of Officer Darren Bailey to them. I expect the check to arrive after September 4th. August 1st through 30th, we've seen very active in the enforcement of our traffic laws this past month. We did 137 traffic stops, which I consider to be another dangerous part of our thankless job. Of the 137 stops, the following is the breakup. 86 were verbal warnings for various violations, 13 traffic tickets for various violations, 55 arrests were made. If the board has any other questions in the past month, please feel free to stop by and see me. I'm happy to sit and discuss our operation. Thank you, Chief James Terrio. And then attached is a breakdown of those.
Well, can you pass that?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I just don't want to lose it. Shuffle.
Yeah, I actually wanted to look at this really quick.
That one was
I'm
mine.
gonna say this one's yours. I think I put all
Did
yours
it all come
together.
back?
I think I put all yours together. I couldn't, I might
Yep,
not.
you
have,
did.
but yeah.
Okay, thank you.
The dog bite, is our animal control taking care of that? Or is that our police?
I have no idea because our animal control has retired.
Oh, he did fully retire?
Yeah, and we've got somebody new coming on, so I think probably that might have been, it's probably gonna be the police
Prior
on
to.
that one.
How bad was that bite?
I don't know.
You good?
Mhm.
Unfinished business, fire department grant.
Okay, so I met with, George and I met with a representative from Susan Collins' office last week and discussed this earmark money. So we need to, George, correct me if you got a different take than I did. We need to get a vote on this money from the town as to how they want to move forward with it. Yes. So there's no, this whole grant was written wrong and federal money fraud and all this and that. No, the grant really hasn't even been written yet. When the town decides how they want to use this money, then I'll deal with HUD and do the paperwork that way. And that will be considered the grant. So there's been nothing fraudulent. We can move forward with this money. So I guess from the board, my hope had been that we'd get this pulled together in time to vote in November so that we'd have a direction from the town, but I'm not so sure now because the fire chief was in today and he was speaking about perhaps using the elementary school that we just got. So I don't know if that throws a whole wrench into the choices that I had written down there that I thought we should go to vote.
Not for me.
Not, okay, well, you guys, it's up to you guys. That was just my thought of the direction that we should go in. Either put the 2 million into the building and we don't use anymore. Don't take the money, or take the 2 million towards a new station here. But you guys need to come up with what you want for options to be voted on. And I know you didn't even want to put it out to not take the money, but I think we have to. And just explain why that's a bad choice. But I think we have to give them the choice.
When it was put out for the survey in 2022, was it?
It's 22 or 23, yeah.
That, I don't remember what the numbers were from that of what residents direction, but I know that to use the 2 million to repair items was like,
The highest.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a survey. We have to have an official vote.
Mm.
So my hope was November, because I think you get more people voting in November than you do in June. So I thought that would be the best range. And plus they can be absentee ballots so people can have a voice. So that was my hope. We're really not in a rush if we don't make it this November and we want to wait. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean, they just want to know we're doing something. But I think if we had to wait till next November, we could. I don't know if I think we need to. Depends on what the board wants for choices.
Was there a timeline of something that had to, like, I think Chief Thacker was saying before, it had to be by a certain time?
Spend the money by 2036.
Yeah,
So we got plenty of time.
we've
to
got
spend
time.
money. However, they would like us to see us start using the money.
Make some progress,
Right.
something, yeah.
So like with here, we need to spend some money to do a site survey and make sure it can accommodate the building, with setbacks from the wetlands or accordingly. So we need to do an engineering study just to come here,
Right,
and that is gonna cost money. So if
Right.
you spend money out of the grant, then
so if
you can't
the,
send it.
right, so if the town voted that they wanted a new building and to put that money towards a new building, then we'd start doing things like that. Right, but we're not, it's not, we've got to start spending tomorrow, which is the feel I got and originally is, well, we got to hurry up, we've got to get this going, no, we've got time. I just want to do it correctly. It's been dragged out too long. There's been too much negative information out there. I just want this to be done correctly. So it needs to go to a vote.
And in November, I'm fine with putting those 3 options on the November ballot. November would give the chief enough time for what a new station, like kind of an idea for people.
Would cost and all that.
Right.
He has that already.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
he already has that. And I believe he's had studies done down there as to what could be done to fix it, but you had a really good idea. I hate to admit that.
What's that?
Well, we're just talking about, how they could increase the size of that building. So buying properties on either side to increase the footprint
Yep.
and increase parking.
Of the current station on Main Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it doesn't do anything to improve the mold issue that they have, the size of the current size of the bays, at the current footprint. I just think I would like to see something a little bit more generic to go on the ballot.
And that's fine.
Well, just so that, like with the first one, to spend the 2 million, and maybe we could update the current station / move to the school. Just as a way to,
Why would you move to the school though? I'm just curious. I can't see that as being a viable option, but what is your take on that? Moving the fire station down to the school?
well, the viable option is that all the rooms are there, sleeping, office space, all of that's encompassed. They'd have to build a garage. That's
Right.
there. That would be the add-on, the $2 million that they have to spend,
Would be on the garage.
which just to be on the garage. The rest of all the living quarters are all there. The kitchen's there. The stuff is there to do things with. As we expand, there's room for it to be a public safety building, i.e., move the police there should the department grow and they need more space. Those are just all things that we talked about.
Okay. Thank you.
But if we're putting this on the November ballot, I would at least like to see at least a couple of public meetings, preferably one on a Saturday. And then also put it up on YouTube so people can watch those meetings, as well as ask and answer all those questions that we have going on. I guess the frequently asked questions in order to address everybody's concern with each one of those.
Mhm.
And if we pick option number 2, and we have to kick in, another 6 million to get some numbers. I know that we had some before and what that looked like for payment wise. Over if we can do 30 years or whatever it is, and just what kind of tax increase we'd be looking at, for that $6 million.
Yep. And I had said that, whatever articles, the way you want it written, it needs to be advertised and the information needs to get out to the people before this vote so they can make a informed decision. Yeah.
Angie?
So I understand why you guys are doing the vote to make it more official. I feel like it needs to be addressed that people voted already. It was put during the November ballot, and it was stressed then that 2 million was the max, and if we were gonna go over that, to send it back. So I feel like we're basically throwing it back out there until they get the answer they want, which isn't fair to all the taxpayers. So I feel like if this is gonna go back out, it needs to be a very detailed report that goes out, not just the firefighters saying our wish list, what we want. Oh, the town can't survive without this. Well, the town survived many years with a volunteer fire department. Yes, I understand we're growing, and yes, I understand we're trying to get businesses in town, but let's be realistic about it. We can't afford an $8 million firehouse.
Yeah, and that's
And
fine.
maintain it, especially when you go to budgets and you ask them how they're maintaining their building now, and they say they're not putting any money back into it right now because they don't want to waste it. Well, the problem's there, so you need to maintain it. And if you're not gonna maintain that, is that how you're gonna treat the new building till you decide you want something different?
I anticipate the vote probably to go the same way that the survey did. It just needs to be an official vote. If it had been an official vote the first time, this wouldn't be an issue, but it was a survey, so it needs to be a vote.
But a lot of people didn't know it was a survey. A lot of people.
I believe it said survey right at the top.
Well, when I voted, I know that it was kind of more on the facts of what we were voting for, and it was during
Yeah.
November.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people feel that way.
So we were awarded the money, right? Correct, the $2 million?
Correct.
But the survey is not legally binding.
No, I understand why
That's
they're
right.
doing it, it's just, sitting here thinking that we're gonna go and put $6 million with it is just ludicrous considering the townspeople have already spoken.
On top of the 10 million
Now, on the grant,
that was said for repairs?
No,
To the building?
Oh, you're talking about school.
Yeah.
no, the grant, is the grant 100% truthful? George, you read it.
Well, again, according to Susan Collins' office, it wasn't,
Yes or no?
it wasn't,
One question.
it wasn't a grant request. What did she call it?
Right. That was an application and they came out and looked at the building. Was it 100% truthful? I'll answer that. No, it was not. There are things in there that were worded incorrectly.
That's right. and that's-
But when I go through-
My family got attacked.
But when I go through and do the actual grant application with HUD, because this is just guarantee that we have the money.
Yeah.
I still have to go through the whole grant application.
Yeah, we got to order the two.
That's right. And I'll make sure that the information is correct when that goes through. So there's your answer. Yes, you are correct.
And that's why I had such a hard time accepting this grant, the grant for the full-time firefighters, the grant for the truck, because they were all fraudulently written by the former fire chief.
All I can tell you is
And
they
he's
won't be
not-
anymore.
It has nothing to do with you.
I know. So how does the board want to proceed?
I'm okay with how these are written. I think they're pretty clear, and then I agree with George too, some public meetings,
Absolutely,
opportunity
yes.
for the public to come ask questions,
We have to
have
get-
conversation.
Information out on Facebook, on the webpage.
Hey, calm down there.
Oh, no, I'm all over it now.
But if you go with what George is saying, as far as maybe using the school, which I think about the money that has to be put into that,
Right.
it's like, I think that's mute. And then you need that option on here too.
Well, I think just keeping this part of it simple, with that we're going to repair a building, we're gonna do a new building, or we're not gonna do anything. I think keeping that,
It's simple.
yeah.
Yeah, for the public.
John?
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
It appears as though you guys have options written down up there. Can you put those on the Facebook page or something so that people can
Where are
see them now?
Where is that option?
ASAP.
Yeah, so I can read them to you too, just to be on video. Option one is to utilize the $2 million in congressional spending money to update our existing fire station, not using any additional funds from the town. Option two is to use the $2 million in congressional spending money to offset some of the cost of a new fire station, keeping the total cost of the new station at $6 million or under. Option three is to notify Senator Collins' office, we will not be accepting the $2 million congressional spending money.
And I think on option 3, you need to say and if we don't accept it, we will never get any more.
That's not true.
Yes, yes, it is.
Actually,
Yes, it
it
is. Yes, it is. She talked to her. It is true.
It's true.
We will
That's
never
very
get
true.
any more congressional money.
For anybody.
So Susan Collins is going. Pretty much. After Noel, I have a question.
Oh, well,
So my thought, and I know we could get very deep into this and I'm just gonna base it. So if we were to go to the school, the 10 million is to fix the school to be a school again. It could have different guidelines.
well, has it been inspected or?
Right, but it could have different, I mean, people are throwing 10 million out. It might not be 10 million if we're gonna do a fire station there. It could be lower. So,
And
I
that's,
mean,
and that's why I said if that option's going to be on the table, I don't know if we'll make November vote because we got to do some investigation on
Yes.
what needs to be done there. If
Yes.
that is a serious consideration.
Rob, was most of the repairs roof?
No,
No?
there was roof, well, roof was a big one. That was probably around 300,000. That was 5 years ago.
Yeah, but it hasn't been touched, so it could be
Right.
worse.
Well, the edges have, but it's just been patched. And then the boiler itself has probably got, 3 to 4 year life expectancy left to it
Okay,
in the heating system. So it's not a $10 million number, it's a $5 million number for that one building. It was 10 million for 2 buildings, completely Libby Tozier and Sabatis.
okay, so not over 10-year period on that one building.
Right, and that was over like you said, a 10-year period. If we were gonna upgrade, if we were gonna keep the building, we were gonna have to put that money into it to make the building viable.
see, that
There's
sounds better.
issues,
Yeah.
there's issues with the gym floor would have to be completely redone.
Right,
I'm talking about taking the concrete out because it was starting to lift and crack.
Right, but I mean, for a fire station, it could be
No,
different.
yeah, absolutely.
So, Thank you for that
If
information.
you do the primary school, are you gonna be shutting down Crowley Road Station?
Yes, that's the intent of that grant was to get rid of both of
Because
them.
if you do that,
You're putting
you're
it,
looking at an extremely long response time.
Yeah.
From one side of town.
and I thought he didn't want to go there because of that.
He really doesn't want to, but
So can we go back just to the grant itself and
Mhm.
how this is worded? Like, do we agree? Do we make a motion? So I motion that we have a ballot on November 4th with the following options. 1, to utilize the 2 million in congressional money to update our existing fire station. 2, to use the 2 million in congressional spending money to offset some of the cost of a new fire station, keeping the total cost of the station at 6 million or under. And 3, to notify Senator Collins' office that we will not be accepting the $2 million.
I'll second it.
Motion in a second. Any more discussion?
I still think number 3 needs to be added in there. The more wording needs to be added in there because it's easy to say we're not going to take the money, but people don't know the ramifications of that.
Well, I
That's
think,
not being truthful to the people. If I'm not going to, I don't want the money, but you don't know, all right, you don't want the money, but we're never going to get any more congressional money from
Federal
the
government.
federal
so I
government.
think that's where your meetings though come in and your information that you get out. And I think maybe even doing a mailer with information going home on this, because this is a big deal.
I do
have to
agree
be,
with that.
do you have to be careful of what you put in here? Because if
Yeah.
it's misleading or leading,
Exactly.
I know you can't say like, go vote yes on this or.
Right. And I don't think that, I don't think you
That's
can.
not my point. My point is, people don't realize it, if these were my 3 choices, I would probably, okay, I want gonna say, and I said, okay, I'm gonna vote, I don't even want the $2 million, send it back to Susan Collins and eradicate this whole issue. I don't know that we're never gonna get congressional money again.
Right.
That's not fair.
Yeah,
That's
if
not
you
fair to
attend-
me.
If you attend any of the
But
meetings, see
how
the
many
Facebook
people, Laura,
posts.
how many people attend those public
Tracy,
meetings?
I'm not.
I'm asking a question. How many people attend those public meetings?
Put it on there.
I really don't think we can.
Right.
I really don't think we can put that on. That we have to depend on meetings, Facebook, webpage, and even doing some kind of not a postcard, but some kind of an informational brochure or something that gets to all the residents with all the information regarding all 3 options.
Have Adam talk about it at his little get-togethers. Also,
Taxes are due. Put a thing out for people coming in to pay their taxes. So it'd be-
We could.
Well, most of the townspeople will be able to pay their first half within the next month or so.
And we,
have to be a Debbie Downer.
and we do have the safety day that we could have information at. So I think we can get information out. It's just, there's always going to be a population you don't hit.
Rob,
Yeah, and I get it, you want to have it not as vague as possible, but you want to put as much information as you can, but you don't want a leading question either.
Right.
So my point being is, if you just put not accepting the grant, I get Tracy's point, but also the point that some people aren't gonna care whether you accept the grant and not gonna get any more money.
Right. You're right about that, Rob, too.
They're just gonna say, it doesn't affect me, I don't wanna spend the money, I'm not gonna, the $2 million, even if we just use it to upgrade the station we already have and not take any taxpayer money.
Right.
They're just, it's not gonna affect me, so I'm not gonna vote for it. I mean, I'm gonna vote not to accept the money, but they don't know the consequences,
Right.
or don't care about the consequences.
Right. You're right about that, Rob. Thank you.
Need a motion in a second.
all in favor?
Yeah, it's true.
Opposed?
Many, many times.
3-2.
Do you not think it should be on the ballot?
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't want to put that on, and I understand why, for the exact reasons what she's saying and everything else, but I don't think that's fair to not put that on there because people are gonna say,
And just have us, you want just us to make the decision? No.
You can have your group put together. The group can come up with how they want it worded. Obviously, that's what your meeting's gonna be, right? How are you gonna spell it out?
right,
Or you said you're gonna put a informational public hearing.
oh,
Yeah, but not to spell out
This is-
what's the wording is the wording.
right.
The ballots have to be printed soon, so the absentee ballots can get
That's
out.
right.
Right, but at the public hearing, you're going to give them all the information.
Correct.
Okay.
We'll have to have, yeah, yes.
So on the $2 million though, what's the other tied in with that? Is there additional money that the town puts up still?
There's no match. There's no required match. So it can be, we're taking that $2 million to try to update what we have and call it a day.
Okay.
Yeah. Do I think that's the best choice? Probably not, but it is a choice. And you gotta
But
look.
even if the town put in two, at one point in time, it seemed like the town needed to
Like the contract said,
$6 million.
we had to put in
they
6
needed
million.
to spend in order to get the
Yeah.
2 million,
I
but
thought 6 million we had to come up with.
If you're building a brand new one.
You guys were lied to by so many people. So was I. And once I dug it in and read the grants, talked to people in Susan Collins' office, you'd be amazed at the information I found out that was untruthful.
Yeah, no, there's no match.
All right.
Okay.
Sabatis primary.
So we now are in possession of the elementary school. Insurance is covered by us, CMP is switched over. So I guess I need to know how you guys want to, what do you want to do to proceed with the building? Do we get an inspection of the building? If we want an inspection, who do we get? I'm assuming from conversation, the responses I've been getting, we're not going to entertain anything inside until we know exactly what we're doing with the building.
Has it been signed over to us yet? Do we have paperwork?
I have not got the paper from the lawyer yet. It's in the lawyer's hands, but it's all signed by them.
Needs to be put on the market.
Well, that's a possibility. That's what I'm saying. Do we want a real estate agent to go in and give us an estimate of what they think it's worth, what needs to be done to it? I don't know if they can. Is that the way the board wants to go?
Well, I thought we were going to get a copy of the report from the school department of all the
Or
deficiencies.
you do a call, they have it.
Okay,
I did call.
It's posted.
I asked Marco for a copy of what they had, and I was told there wasn't anything. 'Cause
Oh, yeah, there is. There's multiple studies on that building.
Oh, where do I find that? Because he said there
It's
wasn't
on the
anything.
website for any of the building stuff.
All right.
Yeah, but just call central office and I don't know what the problem is because it's on the website for one thing, the study from the architect and Siemens
Okay.
for all our buildings.
Do you want me to reach out to
Could you
someone?
bring a
If
copy
you
and
can.
drop it off to Raquel?
I can have them send it to her.
That'd be
I
great.
didn't
That
get
would
it.
be great.
What,
Yeah.
you want
Yeah.
the reports on the Sabatis building?
Yeah, so we know what we're looking at.
but I truly think we have to have more conversations about that building.
Yeah.
Whether or not we want to put it on the market, what it looks like, how long the underground tanks are good for, look at that report. Again, have community involvement into the discussion, what the operating costs are going to be going forward.
Well, that again has to go to a town vote if you're going to dispose of the building.
Right, but
If
just,
you're going to put it up for sale, if you're going to keep it, that needs to be a town vote. So,
Angie?
I don't think it's a horrible idea to kind of go with like what Cal's mentioning. See what its value so you guys know what you're working with.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't, just because you have it appraised by a realtor and see what's going on with it, doesn't mean you have to sell it. It just, you know what the value you're working with the item you have.
Yep.
I don't think it's a bad idea.
No?
is there a realtor in town that we've used in the past or anything, or?
You'd have to have a
anybody
commercial one.
Okay.
Anybody?
I think Chad Sylvester, right, with Andrew Weiss lives in town. I know it's about Lake.
I'll look into it. Okay.
So are we going to table that for now?
Yep, that's tabled.
Table?
Well, I mean,
This
we'll
really,
just keep it closed until we vote, right?
and I guess at the same time, can you ask the insurance company about, if it's occupied and being used, whether there was a reduction in the cost?
I think they're going to want a list of everything that needs to be done in there.
yeah,
I don't think you can do that until we get it evaluated.
right.
And do we have to apply to the fire marshal's office for change of use?
Change of use, yeah, you will. Yep, once we know what's going on with it, we're going to have to. Yep,
John?
What was the wording at the town meeting for that, the warrant article for the school? I thought the town voted to keep the school.
And to pay $20,000 for the year for the insurance, and that was all it was. For the
Yeah, for the
upkeep.
1 year.
I think it was just to have ownership of it from the
Yeah.
school.
to take
But
ownership.
it's not to-
There was a monetary earmark for it too.
Yes, 20,000, you were right.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's tabled till next time.
MOU community garden.
Correct.
I gave you guys a copy, back in July, but,
Yes, you did.
I have a clean copy. So the, garden is open until November 16th. We carry our own insurance policy, for the garden.
Thank you, that was a question I had.
So I am
Yeah.
waiting for an updated COI so that it does reflect town of Sebatis instead of RSU4. And so, I would love to sign it for another year. It's a 1 year, but then a 3 year, and then 180 day termination, is at the end. And so essentially just the change is from the RSU4 to the town of Sebatis.
So with the 3-year though, can we sign the 3-year with not knowing what we're doing with the building?
So it's
Yeah, I don't
1
think,
year for a term of 1 year. MOU will automatically renew for an additional term of 3 years on the same terms unless the town of Sebatis or the Sebatis Rec Garden Club jointly provides written notice of it with an intent to terminate before the end of the term.
Yeah, so that leaves it so that she can use it for the year.
right,
Then we decide, the town decides to get rid of the building, then we can just say, okay, we're selling the property.
Right.
Yeah,
but then we have to give her 180 days, right? Is that what it said, Cal?
180
The
day
dates
termination.
before the end of the contract.
yeah,
Just says
it
written.
does, it's 180 days, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
6
if you
months.
wanted to change that, we can change
Yeah.
that.
That's
Whatever,
30
it was, it
days.
said it was just. simply-
30,
Yeah,
30.
if 30 worked, I think that would be, it's 180 days, that's 6 months' time, and then,
So
Yeah,
it's
that's-
because I have to move everything.
Yeah.
So, and they're planted, so the whole purpose of the garden is that it is in raised beds. There are a couple of small plots, but, nothing that can't be moved. But, yeah. It's enough time to be able to relocate, especially if it was during the middle of a grow.
Could we meet in the middle at like 90 days?
you're just the mediator.
Well, it's just hard because it's hard at 6 months or 90 days if we're gonna sell the building. If we say we were to sell and we had a cash buyer,
Mhm.
what are we gonna do with Kelly? Are we gonna say, hey, we're selling it and then
Come with it.
what?
I come with it.
Yeah, well, that's
So
the,
it's able to be moved, which is what its intent was. Nothing is permanent. So with that, especially dependent on the season, if it's the middle of March, we're looking at, we need that time because we're gonna have to find out where we're gonna put the rest of the vegetables. If it's November, hey, guess what, we're closed. So I guess it would depend. I don't mind changing it, but I do need time to be able to relocate depending on the time of the year. That's what the 180 days provided.
I mean, because if we'd end up breaking contracts, say if we sold it in June and your stuff was flourishing, what are we supposed to say? Well, we have to wait for Kelly's stuff before we sell or before the fire department builds?
180 days to move it and then release.
What?
There's 180 days. So it would just be that I would be gone after that 180 days.
Right, but I get what you're saying, though, because somebody might not want to buy that because of that.
Right.
You said everything's removed?
What?
It's 30 days.
Victor,
Yeah.
3 days.
Is everything removable, you said? So at the end of the season, they're just empty, sitting there?
No, we plan things in them for the next season, but if that's the intent that I need to empty it, then they would be empty.
Right, but see, I'm just saying for Kelly's sake. So say tomato plants, well, no, because those are in buckets usually. I don't know.
Everything's in raised beds.
Okay, well, what's in the ground then?
A pumpkin patch from leftover pumpkin, a couple native flowers,
Okay, so
but
let's,
not a lot.
let's just say a builder buys it. A builder buys it. He wants to start his apartment buildings. And then we have Kelly there. What are we supposed to do with your stuff? That's what I worry about. We have to say, well, you can't build, you have to give Kelly time to move.
It's, right.
We haven't
If
signed
you
any
want to
contract,
release
right?
it, I just need time to be able to relocate the garden.
Yeah.
Right. I know. I just don't want you to be like, what do you want me to do? Like, you can't break my contract.
Well, you can either way. So
What?
I said, either way, the contract can be broken. So if you want to change it to 30 days, that's fine. 180 days preferable.
You haven't signed a contract.
No, I understand that, but she's
Just saying if we
asking.
did.
Right.
Right, she's asking tonight. And you can't just move pumpkins in August.
So I think what I would do is I would change that to 30 days because that's fair, because if somebody's buying, it's going to take that long to get the
Yes.
paperwork done
Yeah.
anyway. And so my motion would be, we approve signing the memorandum of study of an understanding pending the change in the contract from 180 days to 30 days.
Right.
And that way it gets changed, then I can sign it and it doesn't have to come back again.
So I motion that we sign the MOU for the community garden pending the change of 30 days termination from 180 days.
I'll second that motion.
Any more discussion?
So I have a question. Does it go into the next growing season or is this just a
You have a
contract
lawyer
for the
look at
end of
this.
the season?
I can.
That's what I'd like to know.
Please.
So we're doing for a year, right? And I know you
Yeah.
have 3 years in there, but we really can't sign for 3 years, can we, if we don't know what we're doing with the building?
Right.
But again, we're changing the language from 180
Right.
days, so
We can send this to the lawyer to make sure. We'll check the wording.
For the remainder of the grow season, we still have a couple months. So we're good for this with the change of the 30 days is all I'm looking for clarification on. Is that accurate? And then the next growing
Let's see why
season,
not.
go into next season with the 30 days?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And then a copy of the COI updated to reflect.
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay,
Make sure
sorry,
it goes to the
Cal.
lawyer.
Mhm. Okay.
All in favor? Opposed?
Okay. So you'll get that.
Thank you.
Zooming in the meeting.
That's Noel.
I mean, I'm just asking if the board would accept, on emergency or here and there, not here and
I think
there.
we pulled it.
Yep.
And that is in there already. There were 3 items that I read in there. One was emergency, something to do with health and something else.
I saw that too.
I don't have it.
Okay, because
Send it
there
to
was
you guys.
one where there was no zooming in at all.
No.
No.
I saw that.
Because we all signed it, you signed it.
Yes,
Yeah.
so then there was a one before that I think we looked at.
Never
then.
signed.
Yes, okay, so that's where my confusion, I didn't know which one got signed because we got handed like 4 of them 4 or 6.
So with zooming in, because we only have one laptop and that's on YouTube and I cannot do both of them at the same time on that. So
Come on.
I know, right? And so do we have like a Zoom account, like,
The only Zooming we've ever done was interviews or anything like that. That's
Okay.
the only thing that we've ever done.
We'd have to
I
figure
think we
it out.
just,
I'm not opposed to it, but you just would need to consider that in the future, that Laura's not just gonna run a Zoom meeting.
Right. So my thought is, say if there's like an illness, not just you have the flu, because you can miss a meeting. Maybe we could talk to Raquel or the town manager at the time or the chair. And is it possible where we could utilize, like Rick is the chair right now, he could use his work phone and we could Zoom in?
Yeah.
So, Rick, I'm using an example.
No.
Or Raquel, just Zoom in
Yeah.
with your phone.
That's fine.
Okay.
I think with that too, and I echo what Laura's saying, if we don't have the technology to do it, then we need to explore that possibility and how that's gonna work and set that up. So before we decide we're gonna do Zoom meetings.
It's already we already signed that last year.
Yeah,
And we
the
do have it. We have our phones. We don't need any more technology. We don't need to pay any more for anything.
Yeah.
Traveling
But again,
outside the municipality.
that remote participation policy is not just for the Board of Selectmen, it's for the public, it's for the public as well. So we need to make that, if we're gonna do that for the board, then we need to do that for the public and make it available. So I think that, the technology and the way that it's gonna be set up needs to be worked on.
Okay, so I guess I see where you're coming from. So I wasn't looking to see if the community can Zoom in. I was looking about a board member, planning board, this board, because we had a big vote.
That's what this is.
Right, but he's talking community. I'm talking just boards. Because I know there was a planning board meeting back a while ago where they had nobody.
Oh, you're talking about public comment?
Yeah, I'm not talking about letting the public Zoom in.
So
No,
if we already have
that's
it,
what's in this.
why are we
It's
doing?
public.
It's a moot point because we already have it.
Okay, so then we'll
So
just,
we're just gonna have to figure out how to make it work if somebody needs to use it. And Noel's right. I mean, a phone. Yeah, if it's just one person, then it's just, you can do it on the phone.
John,
Just the idea that you have phones up there, we're not gonna be able to hear what whoever is zooming in is saying. I would like to make sure that whatever is said from someone at his house or her house commenting, that is somehow made loud enough or public enough that we can hear what's going on out here.
well,
John, you can if you've ever Zoomed, they're just like me talking right now. It's very,
It's going through your phone.
yes.
Yeah. I've actually done that before. Yeah.
Yeah, and then, you can, there's no whispering up here because this thing picks up every little whisper you say. So it will be on the public page and everything.
I don't anticipate it happening a whole lot.
I don't either.
Okay. We can move on.
Rob,
I've asked this question at school, so Laura knows we have that capability at school. And they would be willing to come down and help you, our IT department, anything that you guys, would need. Just let them know,
Okay.
reach out, and I'm sure they'll be willing to help.
We don't need
I've
anything.
been offered, they said we could, there's
So what
extra
happened in
owls, we have
Lewiston, right?
extra owls, we have,
it was that
maybe
nasty.
even
People zooming in.
monitor that you
It's
can put up.
Yep.
So you can project it, the person on
Angie,
Zoom.
I just want to make sure I'm understanding clearly, because I think I understand where you're going, is that if you have a medical emergency or a family emergency, the board members will have the ability to Zoom in to make sure they can be a part of a meeting, because based on what you were kind of going down is,
as,
there was a planning board meeting where only 2 of us showed up and we had to cancel the meeting.
right,
But with that also being said, I also know a couple of years ago, there was a budget committee member who didn't feel like coming back from vacation
excuse me, John, she's speaking.
and wanted to Zoom in. We're not going to allow that, right? It's literally going to be emergency cases, and it's going to have to be presented to Raquel and the chair for approval before it's granted because if that's the case, we're going to have people, I'll be a part of the boards and I'll Zoom in from Florida.
Yes, so that's all it's for. So there would have been a couple meetings that I was unable to attend, but because I had board members that were able, Mark drove me to a meeting or two. Because I had someone to drive me, I was able to make it. But if I could have Zoomed in from my couch to attend those meetings, that's what I'm saying. But it has to be approved. It's not just like, I'm not going to 5 budget meetings because I'm on vacation. And if I go to vacation to Florida, it's not every time you go, you can Zoom in. It's just emergencies, like, and it would be addressed to Raquel and the board, same with the planning board. If one of them really had to be out, but they could step aside for an hour, they could reach out to Raquel. And I think the chair should also have a say. If it is the planning board, it should go to not only Raquel, it should go to Rick and maybe George, because he's the vice chair. Like, yes, we will accept that. That's, not,
No,
I just wanted to make sure I was.
yes, that is exactly what I was saying. Thank you.
now, what George was saying also is, what if, let's say myself, there's something on the agenda that I really wanted to discuss, I can't get here. I'm stuck at home, something like that. I think zooming in to have my questions heard would be good, correct, George? That's what you were saying. And I think Rob says they do the zooming at the school.
They do.
I think we should just get a hold of them and take that.
They
I don't-
cannot comment. They cannot comment at all.
No.
No.
Well, that's what's gonna get out of hand. You're gonna have people calling
I don't want to.
all over the world.
No.
You can't do that.
You take public comment over, if they join Zoom, but not YouTube. I don't know if the
We
school
do-
still
we
does
do
Zoom.
Public comment, not live to the
Right.
meeting,
Right.
but they can comment, text in,
Mhm.
and it's monitored as we go through the meeting.
Mhm. So you can't, you used to be able to, but you're not.
Because all the classes I've taken
Yeah.
lately, because I prefer zooming and WeTeam and all that stuff.
Those people are accounted for
Yeah.
in that
That's
Zoom.
right. When you show up, you're on the big screen and then you
Yeah.
ask your questions. It's.
They did that during COVID, but
Yeah,
that's
they
not,
still do it now. It's so much easier.
Yeah,
no, I
No.
know, but the school's not.
I want to see people in our audience.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
okay.
All right.
Point raise.
Slaughterback.
Slaughterback as
Slaughterback.
ACO.
And that's the
I
animal
mo-
control
Animal
officer,
control,
correct?
yes.
I motion to appoint Ray Schlotterbeck as animal control officer.
Has that contract changed? Have you gotten a new contract from them?
It hasn't changed,
Hasn't changed,
Nope.
so everything is still the same.
as far as I know. Yep.
I'll second that motion.
Oh, you guys can.
Any more discussion?
You can start signing.
Will we get a report as well, maybe quarterly from our ACO?
We can ask.
Great.
We have to wait for Noel.
Can I ask, is this full-time?
It's the
the
same as what
Same,
there was.
I think it is, yep. Said the contract didn't change.
Right.
I know you guys think about.
Waited for you.
Yes, was that for animal control?
Yes.
We got a motion and a second, all in favor? Opposed?
I'm going to make a comment in regards to this. I feel if we're going to appoint people to do something, I would like to start seeing a face when we're appointing them, because I'm truly tired of being a board member and hearing about people get voted in and appointed and they get hired for a job. We have said it numerous times that if they're getting hired, I don't know any of the girls in the office. I say hi to them. I don't even know her name over there.
Colleen.
Well, no, I understand, but I feel, and this has been spoken about numerous times, if we're gonna appoint them, when would they hire? They should come to the next select board meeting. So we can put a face to the name, people can see it on the camera, the audience can meet them, ask them questions. So that is why I'm not voting. Thank you.
All in favor? Or did we
Yeah,
already do
I already did it.
So she's a no then.
Yeah,
Yes.
4-1.
Property maintenance ordinance discussion.
Yes. You guys all should have gotten
Yep.
a copy of that. I'm looking for input, anything that you'd like to see changed. We really need to get this to a vote so that we can do something with some of these properties with the trash in the yard. Right now, the ordinance that was discussed last week really doesn't have anything to do with personal yards. It was more based on transfer station.
Has this been brought to the
It's not.
planning board?
No.
No.
So is there one right now?
We have a couple ordinances. I did try to email you, but it got kicked back to me. I'm not sure why. But it's compiled in like 3 different verbiage, like trash, parking, home, So I think if there is gonna be a change, I think the planning board should be a part of it.
Well, I was gonna say, it needs to be, not just
Yeah.
us,
Right, I mean, we're supposed to be the ones that kind of have the knowledge of it,
and then present it to us.
right?
Okay.
And, I don't know how that got bypassed, not sure. But as you all know, I'm definitely for a change and making it better so that we can start enforcing it. Because there's, you know, when the pastor was here, he was talking about cleaning the sidewalks and stuff. And if you drive past the church, people's broken cars are starting to kind of fade out onto the sidewalk, which looks crappy and unsafe. And then there's a few other places that, you know, harboring rats because they don't clean up, so.
All right, I'll get a copy of that to you guys, and also we need to work on the junkyard and the parking, that whole one, because we can't do anything with what we
So with
have.
that follow-up is, I know that Jenny's been working with AdCog, but when is that actually gonna be with the planning board as well? Because
We haven't even gotten her to come in. She's canceled on us the last 2 or 3 times.
yeah, if we're spending money on it, it should be group orientated, not singly, because we need to be on top of our stuff too to help keep the town in compliance.
Yep.
And if there's just one person working with AdCog, then whatever, you know, we're just gonna get relayed information instead of being hands-on.
Yep.
I don't think that's beneficial.
Did it bounce back when you emailed through the website?
I went, no.
Okay, phew.
No, I typed in.
I'm like, I don't know what page or like, I've been very fast. Raquel was emailing me last week and I was like, I had to walk away from it. I can't.
I don't know if it's just because my email doesn't recognize her and is considering it like spam
Yeah.
phishing for us,
Yeah.
but,
How fishy.
you can definitely look up what we have and I'm pretty sure we should start holding some people accountable.
Thank you. I just looked at our neighboring towns building ordinance and something I saw in this one that was written, some of the like provisions of title, blah, 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 blah. This one has a lot more of that in it. So I just printed a copy to maybe,
I'm gonna take a picture of this.
Yeah.
Just so I can read it.
Email that to me as well, so I can help.
sure.
Well, I like looking at it too.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I mean, you can have it, like, or whatever, like, but, I really liked how it was, I mean, there's like
Is
probably
that a
40.
town in Maine or?
Yes.
It is?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir, yep. Next door.
Lisbon?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Waste disposal bid award.
Oh, I'm talking about.
Is it in the jury's pile?
No,
No, that was,
you guys had them before. You should have them in a minute memo.
I should have never taken all my stuff earlier.
No, you don't have anything. I don't have the papers down here.
I got it.
Figured you guys would have them.
87 per ton.
So what was something that wasn't liked about that?
Well, I wish Jerry was here
I know.
because
So Jerry said that the one that came in the lowest is the one we currently use.
Mhm.
And
Casella,
yeah, and he said we're gonna have to, I mean, it's foolish to go with anything else.
waste management,
It's waste management.
waste
Waste
management.
management, yeah.
Disposal services, yep.
All right, so I'll make a motion to award the waste disposal bid to Waste Management and Disposal Services in the amount of $87 per ton for the first year, and then it's a 5% increase over the next 4 years.
Second.
Thank you.
Any more discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Cleaning bid award,
Thanks, George.
like cleaning here.
Yes. So we originally went out to bid and both bids came in, we only got 2 bidders and both of them came in above what we had. So I contacted both of them. One lowered her price to what we could afford. The other one wasn't interested. So
What was the cleaning companies?
Got 'em.
Sparkle and Shine.
That's the one that he brought the price down, yeah.
Are they here? No.
Are they here?
So I motion to award the cleaning bid to Sparkle and Shine for $400 a week. $400 a week.
And that's what we've been paying.
Sparkle and Shine.
Second.
Where are they out of?
Local?
They're local. I want to say Auburn, though. It's not so bad us.
Any more discussion?
Do you have a contract for them?
Yeah.
She's
right
gonna come in with one. We were waiting to see if this was gonna get approved or not.
How many days a week does she be here? 2 days a week?
And how long is it for?
We had to drop it 4 hours one day, 3 hours another to get her to come down to our price.
The whole building,
Yes.
up and down.
So the staff and I are gonna continue to take care of the trash because we had to do something so that she could spend all her time when she's here cleaning. First, I mean, we can take care of the trash. It's not that big a deal.
Do they have insurance?
Yes.
How long have they been in business?
She's established. She has a bunch of businesses, but I can't say if it's been more than 5 years.
Do you have any referrals?
I do not. I'm sure she can give us some.
I mean, I think we should see some referrals because we've had some cleaning companies, and if it's the same one I'm looking for, they just established their business August 31st, 2025.
But then she's got a lot of businesses really fast then.
So,
Who's cleaning currently?
No one.
right. I know it's hard, but you
I
saw
just
it.
know we went out to bid. We got 2 bids. One was 800 a week. And then she brought her price down to 400.
I mean, that's a big difference, a $400 difference.
And we were paying the previous one 400.
Yeah, I think that's a big difference.
$57 an hour.
What?
$57 an hour to clean this building. That's what this person's gonna get paid.
Right, but they went down from 8 to 400.
I'm just getting.
No, she was originally 480. She brought it down to 400. The other person who bid 800 and wouldn't budge on their price.
Okay, how long's this contract for?
1 year.
Can we
Do we
move?
supply everything?
Yes, we do.
Usually cleaning companies, they supply.
So it's a labor?
It's labor. Yeah, we've supplied that. We supplied this.
But you're not paying like a workers' comp and insurance.
Correct, they're
and like all that
insured.
stuff,
That's
so-
right. They have their own insurance.
Can we do a shorter term just to see how it is?
Yeah.
We've had plenty of people in here and
I don't see why not. Could do 6 months.
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, we don't have a contract in front of us. We don't have.
Right, we don't have anything.
I don't want to go through what we went through with the last one.
Yeah. Should have kept Joe. This place looked nice.
Well, I think the initial intent was 8 hours a week for $400 was our budgeted
Right.
request. So we got 7 hours for $400.
Right.
And we only had 2 people submit a bid. So Raquel's kind of negotiated with
Yep.
this company. So
I know that someone came in and talked to Tim and they were willing to do it for the price
For Tim? Who's Tim?
when Tim was in
The old
here.
town manager.
Yeah, and he turned them down.
About school custodian.
That's a good call. That's a good call.
but it's been put out to bid twice.
Once.
Once.
Well, twice. Well, the other one was a bid price too, with the first one we got, the first
Yeah.
cleaner.
So I guess our options are to go with it or put it out to bid a third time would be.
Yep.
Right.
You're looking at I don't know who's gonna clean in the meantime.
Well, we just don't have any contract. We don't have anything. We haven't seen
Well, the
anything.
contract can say whatever you want it to say. If you want it to say 6 months, that's fine. We have it's the same cleaning schedule that it's downstairs. It's the police department. It's upstairs. I mean, it's the same layout as before.
Nobody can sweep.
Right.
Nobody can
Trash.
sweep.
Nobody can dust.
Who?
The employees.
When the hell do we have time?
Okay.
I can take the trash out, and I was cleaning toilets a few
I'm
days
just
ago.
saying
I'm
right
just,
now,
I
The
just,
girls upstairs used to do it, and there was a lot less of them. Way before.
no.
Where I work, we do it.
I've been in here when everybody's been pitching in
Well, I'm
and
not saying that
cleaning.
there.
I-
I'm busy up there. I guarantee.
I'm just saying that they've all been pitching in. Ginny came down and got paper towels for upstairs. I've seen them empty trash cans. They're trying to do what they can, but if you're talking deep clean,
No,
Right.
I'm not talking deeply, I'm just talking until you get somebody in.
Right, I mean, someone could take a big broom in here.
I'm coming in tomorrow to vacuum this.
Good, I mean,
I am.
if I knew, I would come in one day, like, that's I don't know.
So there's a motion and a second.
I don't know, did we get a second?
George,
Oh, okay.
I still think you should check with the buildings.
all in favor? Opposed?
Okay, thank you. All right, we got
Abatement for Robert DeShane in the amount of $489.54.
So Donna has a note on the front. She said, "Be advised that an abatement should be granted to Robert DeShane for the value of a Quonset building that was assessed on his lot in error. This building is located and assessed on the abutting parcel. I have attached the necessary paperwork for your signatures. If you have any questions, please let me know." So
So,
Right.
sorry, can you read that one more time?
it's because she assessed a Quonset hut on his property and it's assessed on an abutting property.
Was in error.
Yeah.
so I motion to grant an abatement in the amount of $489.54 to Robert DeShane.
Second.
Any more discussion? Sure, John.
F and G appear to me to be the same situation.
So,
Somebody got an abatement for $35.82 and a bill was sent out to the other person for $35.82.
correct, it was,
So is there a bill gonna be sent out to the abutter for Robert DeShane for $489.54?
no, because it was already billed. That's what
It
she's
was
saying.
double billed.
It was double billed.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
All in favor? Opposed? Abatement for Waterman Holdings LLC in the amount of $35.82.
Thank you.
Sure thing. So I'll make a motion to grant an abatement in the amount of $35.82 to Robert Waterman Holdings.
Can you read the reason?
Yes.
Excuse me.
Okay, so an abatement should be granted and a supplemental issued for property located on Sabattis Road. This lot was a part of the sale of an abutting property and did not get transferred in error. I have attached the necessary paperwork, so I'm just looking to see if she's got them both in here. Yeah, she does. Okay, there's two papers in this one that needs to be signed.
We got a motion second.
I got a motion. I made the motion.
I'll second that.
Any more discussion? All in favor?
Okay, that's that one.
I need a
There's two in there.
supplemental bill from Marcia Salt Real Estate Holdings LLC in the amount of $35.82.
Yeah, it's the same, it's the same situation. They're both in there.
A motion to issue a supplemental bill in the amount of $35.82 to Marcia Salt Real Estate Holdings LLC.
I'll second it.
Any more discussion? All in favor? Opposed?
Is this one coming too?
Yeah, there's two papers in there to sign.
It's two papers?
Yes.
Okay.
Need approval of Selectmen minutes, 8/19/2025.
I motion to approve the August 19th, 2025 Select Board meeting minutes as written and read.
Second.
Any more discussion? All in favor? Opposed?
There's two of them.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Comments from the board.
I do, I have one. I have a comment. I just want to say to the Martins Point Cleanup Day, what a great success it appeared to be. So thank you, John, for spearheading that, for taking care of it. You seem to have a lot of volunteers come out. I saw the pictures. I haven't been down there. I've never been down there, so I don't even know where it is. But from the pictures I saw, it looked great and it looked like it was cleaned up and you looked like you had a good crew. So thank you very much for taking care of that.
You've never been down to Martins Point?
Nope. I've lived here 38 years. I've never been down there.
John, is that the same thing that the dam,
What's your language?
the lake association where they,
Project, no.
no,
That's Nick Eaton.
so he's putting that one
Yeah, they'll
where,
have another one, I think it's the end of September.
okay.
Yeah.
So it's a combination of both.
Yeah, well, they're gonna do both, basically clean up like they did last year around the whole lake.
And
Like
John, okay,
Green, Wales, Sabatis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay, so that's all over.
yeah, all over.
And Nick's doing that?
He's just
Heading it.
spearheading it, yeah.
Okay, when it comes coming.
Is the transfer station or something able to put like a container down there that everyone could just, to make
I
it?
know last year in Sabatis, they brought the Sabatis stuff and Jerry sort of like helped them divide it up. 'Cause, you know, there was old tires, and there was metal and all kinds of stuff that they had brought down.
Yeah,
But they're gonna let Jerry know the day that they're gonna come. It's gonna be a Saturday or Sunday anyway.
but if we
If you
had that.
want to, it'll be a
broken up-
free for all.
You've still
Everybody
got
will
to
bring-
sort it.
Yeah,
It's got to get all sorted.
Yeah.
And go in either demo,
We don't know
metal.
if it's hazardous material someone could throw in there, so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was just thinking maybe if he could partner, do you know what I
Well, they
mean?
are gonna bring it to the transfer station, so.
yeah, they bring it to Sabatis, they bring it, the Wales side brings it to Monmouth with their transfer station.
Mm.
And Green takes their transfer station. And I know last year they waived, all the transfer stations waived the fee, so.
and today I got a phone call in regards to just the cement or the concrete. I'm letting them put it on my property over here on the corner of Route 9 and Jordan Bridge Road.
Oh, Bill, like,
Yeah, I gave them permission, only the concrete
Yeah.
is allowed to go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a whole truckload of tires get dumped there.
Yeah, let that happen. Public Works will be busy.
There's some good granite in there, Nicole. I mean, Noel, from the abutments that the pillars were on, all the squares that they had them put off to the side.
Yeah,
I don't know what they're gonna do with them, but they had quite a few of them.
yeah, he had called and asked today and I said, that's fine. So.
Any more comments? George?
I'm just wondering what the board wants to do in relation to the police chief search again. Do we want to use the same interview committee that we used the last time, or does the board want to do it without the community involvement?
I think
I think the
I think
community should be involved.
The community, I think the same board.
Why change it? Or we've already-
I know, I'm just asking before we get there.
Are you willing? I think that worked really well.
Okay,
Yeah. All right, good.
okay.
And
And I have a job for Laura, or a question for the website. So when you email somebody directly through the website, it does not give you a response. And I wonder if there can be like an automatic response, like, we got your email, because you never know whether it happened or not unless the person emails you back.
I can check,
All right.
just from the contact us page.
Yeah. So when, you email a town manager, you never get a response back unless she gets back to you.
But I think that's good, isn't it?
Well, no, but it's a recipient as sending it. You want to know that it got sent.
Oh,
that it happened.
I'll respond to
Well,
you.
you will.
Yes, she
It's happened-
does. She's good.
It's happened in the past where there's been no response and you don't get a response from the website that says, yeah, we got it. You hit send and you don't know whether anything happened or not until somebody gets back to you.
Yeah.
and
Laura will get that fixed.
And
George,
I
stop giving
know
him ands.
I can see his finger. He's moving down the line.
I know that I know that the high school kids have some community
Service, Yep.
responsibilities to
Yep.
do.
sweep the floor.
The gardens here at the town office need some weeding and some TLC. And so if there's high school kids that might want to do that, I don't know if they need to be supervised, but
You usually do need it, because I have a high schooler who's helping me at the thrift store down in town. And I need to be there with her. I need to sign her form. I need to be with her on site. So I think you need to have somebody standing there supervising them.
Yeah, I think it's just basically
Plus the
graduation.
mark their hours.
For the amount of time has to be signed off.
Signed off, yeah.
I had 2 at the Gardens Point cleanup, and I had 1 this summer at our 5K review. All I did, Brandon, thank you for so-and-so, it's 2 hours of work helping us out.
we're just trying to put that out there because we need some landscaping or landscape.
I'm not sure who at the high school to contact, people said my kids can help out, so.
Probably the guidance office.
I would say
Yeah,
guidance.
counselor.
And the last thing on my list is getting the charter commission up and running and doing some work. We have one.
Have to be voted in.
They're all voted in.
They are.
From when?
I was gonna say, because I don't think I came across very many of those when I went through the book.
For November,
2 votes ago. Right.
Yeah.
write-ins.
2 votes ago?
It was a while ago.
I put it
All
on,
right, I'll
try
have
to
to
get
look.
it on this one, on this ballot.
It was last November,
Yeah,
because I was voted on.
I was gonna say, I think you're one.
She is the one.
That's when I was the only one.
You're the chair.
The board can appoint, I think, 3,
I think there has to be,
and 1 member from the board.
because I was looking, I actually borrowed his charter book to kind of get myself familiarized with it. And I think it's like 9 members, I think like 3 have to be appointed or 4.
Yeah.
You don't have to like relook at it, 'cause it's been a while since I looked at it, but.
Okay.
Yep.
We'll have to look and see.
Okay.
So that
It's all
kind
on
of,
his list.
that kind of ties into my list. This is not on my list. But so I just had maybe, the website, I appreciate people's patience. I got a couple of great user manuals for it. And I get text messages throughout the day to post and do and all the things. So, I appreciate any feedback too, if something is not right. And then, with that, I didn't know, I know Raquel, you're like, update anything, but I'm like, I don't really know what. So under the links page, there's forms and applications. And I was hoping to just add a volunteer if you're interested in volunteering.
Absolutely.
I don't know if there's an application for that or it's just a kind of a contact us.
Contact us. I don't think there's an application, but we probably could come up with one.
So if I can get one, I
Okay.
can maybe do a link to that when I figure that out. And then under boards and committees, there's only the select board and the planning board. And I'd like to just add the rest of the boards there.
Appeals board. Appeals,
Budget, yeah, all of them.
budget.
Yeah, the budget, planning board and select board are the only ones listed.
Okay.
But if I took the charter as well and would like to put those with their members on that, if that's okay.
Mhm.
But I'll need things. And then the gazebo out front, I didn't know if that was gonna get painted. It's looking a little,
Well, my husband has planned on painting it. But
okay.
he was trying to get together, like Normal Plant had some input in it, because I think you voted to name it one year, right? At one of the meetings,
Mhm.
right? So I know Jim, I don't know if it'll get done this summer. He's busy with the cemeteries, but I know Jim has commented every time we've come by that he'd like to paint it.
Does
So
our public works not do it? Or can they add it to their list to do?
I can ask.
Yeah,
Stain it or something.
yeah.
Well, let's not ask. ask if we can fit it in.
Because the floor is
That's
like
the thing, yeah.
composite, so it's just kind of getting a little.
is.
rough-
Staining or
Weather.
painting?
Yeah.
rough
Stain.
looking. Yeah.
It is.
It's weather enough,
Um,
that paint will stick.
And then
Same.
do we have any plans coming up with, like meet your candidates or your people that have turned in papers?
Have you done that in the past?
We did it last year.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, we did it
Okay.
last year.
So
Okay.
people turned in papers, I'm assuming for different things, but
Yeah.
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 So I think that would be nice to do again this year where November is fast approaching.
Stop it.
I like that. Okay.
God.
Anything else? Comments from the town manager.
Okay. George told me I should make a list, so I made a list. Let's see, I met with Senator Collins' office. Working with Government Windows right now and Trio to get online payments for taxes, water, and sewer. We're still in the process of that. We're trying to get the office workers up to speed. Every day is a little bit better. Going to be working with the assessor to put out an RFP to get a price and a timeline for what a reeval would look like for us. Working with the fire department, trying to figure out what we're going to do with that. Police department's continuing to search for a full-time chief. We've ordered the roll-off truck. We've ordered the plow, we've got the RFPs out for the plow truck and boom mower.
You can post it on the website.
Yeah.
Not to interrupt you.
And they're on the website, yep. I've been working on ordinances. I guess that's about it. Been really busy, that's all I know.
So, okay, comments from the chair. I drove by Public Works Wednesday and that boom mower was out there. I don't know if you guys saw that.
I didn't go that way.
But what is it? It was a demo. It was for us to look at, but none of us were asked to go look at it.
Well, I didn't even know it until that morning. Yeah.
Hmm.
Is that all the trucks parked where the buses used to be and?
Yard's cleaned up, yeah.
Yes,
I went in there
that's gone.
Wednesday just
Yeah.
to look and that boom mower was in there. And they weren't using it. It was dropped off to be looked at, but
Yeah.
I just thought it could have been put out there so that we could all
Yeah,
Yep.
that would have been
take a
nice.
peek at it.
Yep.
Also, the other thing, I don't know if you're gonna get to that, the roll-off truck. So of course, Wednesday I went in the transfer station and Jerry came running like 100 miles an hour through the yard to go show me the roll-off truck and the issues that were.
That I put out in the email today. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
He
but
told
I
us-
think, I don't know if you've gone and seen it.
Well,
He opened it right up.
He let the kids do a thing for the school to get fundraising, we put up a little table. And he was like, Rick took pictures of it. I was like, do I go take pictures of it? Do I need to take pictures of it? Like, I don't know, but yeah.
Did you take pictures of it?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I don't think we should be paying that bill, obviously.
No, we're
And
not.
I did go down there and I would not pay that bill. So
Nope. I'm waiting to hear back from the district manager.
if you want to, go look at it, go ahead.
This is the one we had repaired?
Mhm.
Oh,
Very
goodness.
shoddy work.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Oh, who did the work?
O'Connor?
O'Connor's.
O'Connor's?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think I'll be there tomorrow. I will go take a look at it.
By all means.
I sent the email out to you guys with the
Yeah.
pictures and everything earlier. Yeah.
Tracy, when you go up past my house, just pull in, pick up my stuff and take it.
No, I'm picking stuff up from the thrift store that people drop off that,
All right, treasurer's report.
You had it last meeting.
Yeah.
So we don't have it. None
Are
of
you
it.
supposed to get it every meeting?
No.
No.
every- No. All right, comments from the floor. Seeing none. John?
Plenty.
You're gonna like this one. Living on Sutherland Pond Road has been a rough summer,
Yes.
no matter which way you went just about. But I will say that now that they have paved over the culvert work that they have done, it's a nice smooth ride over those culverts. It's working out well, so they're doing a good job. I'm not gonna say finally, but the work is getting done. And I can't wait for it to be paved. The other thing I have is a meeting with the fire department next Tuesday morning at Camp Guston. I said it would be a good idea if they familiarize themselves with the campsites that they have open now.
Oh, yes.
The trails, the road down to the Labonte Falls, to the bridge, around the bog, the trails that we're working on. If somebody's out there and they get hurt and they need rescue, it's gonna be good for these guys to get an awareness of where things are, get an idea. And they're also talking, there was mention that they would like to put in a dry hydrant over there somewhere by the Boy Scout camp meeting area, pavilion area. And I spoke with Amy Soper from the Androscoggin Land Trust yesterday. She's all for it. She said it'd be a great idea. I don't know who's gonna pay for it, but she says she does not see a problem with putting a dry hydrant in. That would help the people that live on the Little Pond Road. It would also help for forestry, drafting off the pond or wherever they're gonna put in the hydrant. So the fire department will be looking around for that next Tuesday morning.
Have you been down, you've been down there, obviously.
Yeah,
Is there cell phone coverage? Does it
Yes.
work there?
yes.
It does.
I don't have cell phones, so I don't know.
We,
It does.
You don't have a cell phone?
our church had
Yeah.
I had our summer picnic there. And
Yeah.
there's plenty of cell phone coverage there. Yeah.
It looks like they've been moving real fast on the dam. Has anybody heard of a potential completion date on it?
It's ahead of schedule.
Yeah, it had a schedule, but.
No. There's a meeting tomorrow night. I should find out tomorrow night.
Yeah, they're doing a good fast job. Are they taking out the brick building? Is there south of the fire department too? I saw the pumps out.
Yes,
Working on clearing that stuff
Oh,
out.
we-
that lower dam is being taken out as well, same.
Right, but he's talking about the building that's there. I don't know about the building.
That's private property.
Yeah,
That part is.
I don't think the building has anything to do with it. I think you
no, they're just strictly the dam.
It's strictly the dam. They moved the pillars in the water except for the furthest one, I believe it was. And then they're gonna be stationed right there with equipment and stuff. That's what they're doing.
I mean, most of that stuff is already gone.
Right.
It's like they're, like I said, they're cruising on all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dam
basically when they
projects.
got the approval, the gentleman said that they're not gonna waste.
Weather's been good, so.
We took out a dam and somebody's building another dam there already.
Right.
The beaver's out.
Yeah,
Aw,
they
I saw
are.
that.
They are down by the Legion,
Massive.
down by the Legion.
Bridge, I saw it a couple weeks ago and I
Yep.
said, boy, them beavers, they're right at it.
Yep, they want their
All the way
water.
across.
They want their
Isn't
water.
All the way across.
isn't there a trapping thing? Aren't we paying for
Yeah.
the trap?
It's beaver.
Woodward's beaver budgets.
But I'll get a report tomorrow, after tomorrow's meeting.
We need more in our beaver budget. I think they're cute.
Any more? Rob?
Back to the primary school, I know we had a meeting, community meeting to discuss options on the building. Are we gonna continue that? I know Noel was gonna get that committee together.
Yes, so I'm just waiting for Marco to reach out to me now. I have texted everyone and Marco and he said he'd let me know when we can go in, but I mean,
We own it now.
I'm
We
gonna
own
say
it
we own
now.
it now, so whatever's in there.
Yeah.
So he never got a hold of me because I had the lady in the back, I'm sorry, I forgot your name.
Okay.
Rebecca. So I had Rebecca, Kelly, who else? There was a group of people I had contacted and Marco was like, yeah, maybe we should wait. He said, I'll let you know right before. And he never contacted me. And I mean, now we have it. So everything in there's ours. Do we know anything about the dishwasher? Did they change that out?
Yeah.
I know there
Supposed
was,
to change that out and the kettle,
Steam kettle.
yes.
Yeah.
because you.
That is something that's gonna be sold. They're gonna give us, they're gonna let us know what they're gonna sell it for, but I don't know where we'd find the money to purchase it anyway, but.
Well, I think that it's too late now. They can't do it. We own the building. Well, and again,
Well, there we are.
we gave them a functioning building. If it's our building now, lock the doors, tell them to stay out. I went,
Okay, until I get the keys.
Okay.
I don't have the keys yet.
I did go to the school garage sale prior to when it was open to municipalities and not knowing what we were going to do. I saved metal folding chairs and the metal folding rack. So if we decide we have a meeting down there, I think there was like 60 chairs
Yeah.
on that rack. I saved the nicer cafeteria tables, so that, again, not knowing what we're going to do, so that we'd have access to those. I know the fire department went down, got some PPE that was available there as well. We brought a couple tables here to the town office.
We got some air purifiers too.
Yeah, there's a pile of those. That
You
were
couldn't believe all the lost and found clothes I got from my thrift store.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe all the clothes that came out of that place.
Every school, every year,
Unbelievable.
bags and bags and bags. And you'd think that parents,
You'd think,
I
I
mean,
know,
those
Rob.
coats are like $60, $70, boots.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah, the clothes were unreal.
Sometimes they don't know where they go.
College garage sale
Yeah.
at the end of the year. They've got $400, $500, $600 bikes that was just left in the dorm room.
Yeah.
Kids left.
Mom and daddy can be, right, yeah.
My dad's gonna find me another one when I get home.
All right, any more comments? Seeing none?
Do we do important dates?
Workshop? No, I'm not there yet. Workshop? None? Important dates. Noel, you want to read them off?
September 16th, select board meeting at 6:30. September 23rd, planning board meeting at 7. October 7th, select board meeting at 6:30. October 13th, Indigenous Peoples' Day. October 22nd, select board meeting 6:30. October 28th, planning board meeting 7 o'clock. November 4th, election day, select board meeting is canceled. November 11th, Veterans Day. November 18th, select board meeting 6:30. November 27th and 28th, Thanksgiving.
There you go, good.
We haven't got there yet. We'll do that on November 18th for you.
Executive session?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, good.
I need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second,
8:01.
Thank you.
8:01.
George, you seconded it?
All in favor? Opposed?
Thank you, Raquel.
Thank you.
George, you need to see this stuff?
yeah, I probably wait till tomorrow.
Okay.
I can't do it when I'm tired.